I am now talking to Carolyn. You are your exact position?
Server bar manager.
Okay, at Maple Grove Famous Dave's. And she's going to let us in on some of the history of the place.
Okay, well, I've been currently working for Famous Dave's on and off for about 10 years. So I've been kind of making my rounds, but this is probably the most famous one that I've ever worked at.
Yeah,
yeah, just the growth of Famous Dave's period is, at this restaurant I just know that we just put ourselves into everything that we do here, the food, the service. Famous Dave's just seems to attract the best people to work with and for too. I don't know what it is, but I think it's Famous Dave himself that kind of puts that kind of energy into Famous Dave's. So it seems to attract just the perfect people and the perfect environment to work in. I've been here for 10 years, so I just love the place. So
I've noticed that. We've been to a number of places where they had more than 50% of the staff that had 5 years experience, and a couple of places where we had 12-year veterans in that one store, and so it amazes me how good the retention is.
It is. We actually have people that have worked here for 11 years, 12 years. Mike Poppington, who just left, but he's been with the firm for 12 years. And it's just, the passion that Dave has put into Famous Dave, it carries into the staff, even the customers. I mean, look at you.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it just is really cool to see people with passion, and we work around people with passion all day, every day, and it's always been that way. So.
Now, when I first came here, this was all enclosed. It was a shack, and now you've remodeled. How did the remodeling go?
It went well. I was here a couple months after they had remodeled, so I didn't see what it looked like beforehand. But that was the outdoor patio, and then there was no bar, and then they put the fireplace in. So, but yeah, it went well, and they reopened, and we were really, really busy. Kind of like the honeymoon stage when first restaurants open. They seem to be really busy. And whenever you reopen, things kind of tend to get just busy at that point. But then, we hired a lot of new people, and they're all still here pretty much. So,
great.
But yeah, the remodel went great. It's a good addition, I think. People like the full serve atmosphere. Then there's some people that like the order at the counter.
Yeah.
Too. So, but.
Well, there are still some shacks in the area that they can go to if they want to do that.
Yeah. Well, has there been shacks around other states that you visited?
No, actually, they've all been full serve.
Okay.
Like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Now, what other stores have you worked at?
I started at Apple Valley back in 1999, and then went to the Mall of America for 3 years. Actually, I wanted to work at Famous Dave's because I moved to Burnsville, and the one that was off of 13, you visited the little small one?
Yes.
That one was right next door to where I was living. As soon as I moved out of my house and I was 19, and so I was like, I could walk to work, but they didn't need anybody there, so I moved to the Apple Valley one, which was just down the road too. And ended up moving to Minneapolis and got a job at the Olive Garden for a little bit, and then my general manager, it was a car drive, my general manager from Apple Valley was like, well, would you like to be manager of Famous Dave's? I said, well, sure, for sure, So that's where my whole management career started. So the Mall of America, which was awesome to start there, I opened that store, we were really busy. And then I went to Linden Hills, and I worked at Linden Hills for about 6 months, and then transferred to the corporate store. So this is my first corporate store that I worked at, but otherwise franchises were.
Sure. Now, I've not been to Linden Hills. It's the only Minnesota Famous Dave's I've not gone to.
Yeah, that one's cool.
What's waiting for me?
Really friendly staff. You'll get to know, or you'll get to see people that have been working there since the place has opened. There's a lady in the back, and she's been working for Famous Dave's since it's been Famous Dave's. So she pretty much opens the restaurant and gets all the prep lists done, and she just knows everything. And the food there, you're going to taste it tastes the same, but they're, it just, you can tell there's a little bit of, because, you go to each Famous Dave's and there's a little difference, just a little bit, but, that, I think you'll be wowed. It's really old in there. Yeah. You can tell that it's, and nothing's glued down. Everything's just kind of loose. Because everything's glued,
Right, yes.
So it's kind of cool because you can just kind of pick up a book and start reading it if you want to.
Oh, that's great. Beautiful.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
But I have something for you.
You do?
Yeah, I'm sure you can use it. Yeah, it's actually our old marketing material box that we're not able to use anymore. anymore, but this is perfect for you because you're trying to market yourself, so.
Well, yeah.
and you know, you have a little folder, but I thought this would be fun because you're only on 50 famous names, so I'm sure this will help a lot. But there's just some folders in here, and then you know what? There was old there was old menus in here, so this is kind of cool. So your little collection you got going. So and then I got my card in here too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is. But I thought that would be helpful for you. So. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Perfect. Nice. This is great. Yes. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very sweet.
No problem.
Way cool.
I'm so thrilled to meet you finally. So Jason's been talking about you.
Very few people say that, so thanks, Carolyn.
Yeah, no problem. Thank
all right.
you.
Good. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine. So good luck with everything. So.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yep.